Hello, Professor Fiorelli. Thanks for tuning in. This is Vini covering Trump a War, how the military is preparing for the possibility of a very different kind of commander-in-chief, a story by Andy Kroll. So I want to first single out the main point of this article, which is that Trump's remarks during his campaign were either ignorant or disdainful of military experience, which could and did set off a very real fear within military circles that could represent a clash of historical proportions between the president and the military, simply because the president cannot do away with military leaders in the way that he can with cabinet members, who he can simply dismiss. So the author shows very interesting interpretive bias. So before you read a word in this article, you're faced with this cover image, who is a parody of the photograph Situation Room, which shows Obama and top high officials on the White House seeing the raid on Osama bin Laden in 2011. This shows Trump, Governor of Alaska Sarah Palin, Bruce Willis, Hulk Hogan, and other characters all in the White House as well, in a very satirical manner. So this shows that the Kroll definitely doesn't have a positive view of Trump, but he hides that pretty effectively. So one of the ways that he does that is that he actually accounts for the opinions of other people. So he says, for example, that he spoke with dozens of people in the national security realm, as you can see here, or that one military and historian characterized Trump's foreign policy advisors as this, and that, or for example, that retired military officers told him certain things. So he's all the time quoting other people instead of showing his opinions straight away. When you look, for example, for double quotes, you find 174 matches in this 35 paragraph story. So they are pretty much scattered all around the piece in every single paragraph. In every single paragraph, he's pretty much either indirectly or directly quoting someone that he talked with. This is a way that he found of disguising his opinion as the opinion of other people. So he's a rather neutral, quote unquote, writer that is accounting for the opinions of top officials inside of the military, which is a very interesting but also maybe deceptive way of accounting for his opinion. The interpretive biases that I found within myself upon reading this story was one, the assignment is schemata. So this is an assignment. I'm supposed to show how intelligent I am. So I may over criticize, over scrutinize the way that Crows writes in a way that doesn't really pay homage to the effort that he put in writing it. So he did spoke with tens and tens of people, high-ranking officials inside of the military, to account for the positions that he is showing. Another interpretive biases that I've had is the Trump schemata. I've done my fall final project upon Trump's demagogy and Trump's populism. And one very important message that I got from that is that besides Trump's personality, there is a chord in American politics that Trump struck that resonated with a lot of people. And I found articles like this that kind of focus on Trump's personality without paying homage to the truth in what he's saying, rather simplistic. And I may have oversimplified the way that Kroll's is targeting Trump because of this bias. An interesting context to this article is that 6 months before it was written, Kroll's appeared on CNN promising never to write about Trump again because he was tired of the media attention that Trump was getting. But 1 year later, when Trump won the election, he repented, sort of, and thanked the way that the Trump presidency showed how the media was not covering everything that was to be covered about American politics. And also, Trump was endorsed by nearly 90 military figures, and he did pick a lot of generals to compose his cabinet. Thank you so much.